Hey besties, let's get inspired today together. Before we jump into today's powerful message, go ahead and spread some positivity by giving this video a thumbs up, dropping a comment below, letting me know that you're here with me, and smashing that subscribe button. Thank you guys, let's get into it. Let me tell you something. You're gonna make it. I don't care how your circumstances may look right now where you feel like there's no way out. I don't care that you feel unmotivated or that you feel uninspired, because guess what? That's what I'm here for, bestie. I got your back. I'm not gonna let you fall. I'm not gonna let you slip. And even if you do slip, I'm gonna catch you. Because at the end of the day, you are meant for greatness. You are greatness. Just because you forgot, or just because you let somebody get into your ear, just because you started to compare yourself to somebody else, that doesn't mean that you're no longer great, okay? And I need you to remember that, and I need you to understand that too. You're amazing, you're incredible, and you're meant to do great things, but you gotta remember to love yourself. You gotta remember to tell yourself good things. You gotta remember to speak nice to yourself. I know everybody's different and everybody may have their own different situation, but at the end of the day, the laws are the same. You got to speak kind to yourself. You got to be intentional with the words that you're saying. Not only to yourself, but to your vicinity, the people around you. What are you doing? What are you speaking? Are you speaking life? Are you speaking life into yourself? Are you speaking life into the people around you? Remember these things, because these things are going to be a pivotal moment when it comes to getting through on the other side of adversity. Because how it looks right now, we don't even want to focus on how it looks, but just to give you that perspective, how it looks right now is not how you're going to end up. It's just how it is right now. And ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? In this moment of adversity, or in this moment of trial, tribulation, what am I meant to learn in this time? Ask yourself, what are you meant to learn in this time? Because at the end of the day, what that's going to do for you is going to allow you to see the good and the bad. It's going to allow you to see the good and the adversity, which in doing so, it will remind you of the strength that was already in you if you end up going through something similar, or if you end up going through another trial, which in this life, that's just how it is. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, but what matters is that you do not focus on one or the other, and that you simply just remember to be yourself, remember who you are, and to remember why you started, and to remember what it takes to get through. Because in this life, we have to essentially continue to get through, continue to move on. We have to continue to live, continue to go until tomorrow, and then the next day. So this is why it's important to be intentional, because if we know there's going to be a tomorrow, even if we don't, while we're here, it's important to speak life. It's important to be intentional. How do you spend your time? Like, for example, even you being here on this channel watching this video, this is essentially being productive, because what you're doing is you are giving yourself inspiration, you're giving yourself motivation, you're giving yourself time to process, you're giving yourself self-development. These things matter. So how are you spending your time? Like Ariana Grande said in one of her songs, whether you're a fan or not, I forget the name of the song, but she goes, how are you spending your time? How are you using your tongue? Ask yourself, because those two things are going to have a huge impact on the outcome of your life's experience. So ask yourself, how are you spending your time? How are you using your tongue? Very important. So with that being said, you're going to get through this. I know you are. I know you are. Because when you look at the things that you've already gone through, the things where you thought that there was no way out, the things that you had no idea how you were going to make it through, or that you thought that there was nobody that could understand, and you still ended up getting through until the next day. You made it through. So that's how I know. So this that you're going through right now, this is literally just another bump, but it's not anything that is going to hold you back. Understand that. And also, what I want to say to you is I'm also proud of you. I'm proud of you for making it through the tough times, the adversity, for making it through those periods where you thought there was no way out, those dark times. I'm proud of you for making the effort to find the light in those dark times. Because it could have been very well easy for you to just sit back in the dark and just throw your hands up and just say, that was something that you were supposed to, or how do I say it? That could have been easy for you to just throw your hands back and just say, hey, I throw in the towel, this is what's meant for me, and that just be that. You could have accepted that as your fate. You could have accepted that as just something that was meant to be your life forever. You could have accepted that, but you didn't. What you did was you took steps to find the light. You took steps to get out of that situation. You took steps to meditate and to pray and to ask for guidance. You took those steps. Regardless of the noise, there could have been people around you that have been giving you their opinions based off of their own perspective, not knowing what it was exactly that you have been dealing with, but you've been listening to the noise, but you didn't let that hold you back. You could have let that hold you back. And for some people it does. But I'm proud of you for pushing through anyways. Because in this life, there's going to be so many things that come at you. There's going to be so many things where you've got to deal with it and you've got to process. And for some people, that can allow them to become stagnant. But for you, regardless of all of those things coming at you, you still took the steps that it took to get out. You still took those steps to learn, to grow, to be intentional, and to also be at peace. Because in those times of adversity, in those times of growing, those growing pains, in those times where it feels like you are just being tried and tried by so many people, you could be going through so much internally, and there's just so many people just yapping at you about what their life experience is like and what they're doing and all of these things, not knowing or having a clue or a care of what you're dealing with. Regardless of all of these things, you still made it through. And that's my point. That's how I know, even until today, in this moment and this time, whatever you're dealing with right now in this time, whether it's work related, friendship related, whether it's dealing with your health or finances or anything like that, I know you're going to make it through. I know you're going to make it through. You just got to make sure you're applying those same principles. What are you doing with your time? What are you saying to yourself? Are you asking for guidance? Are you being intentional with asking for help? And when you do ask for help, just make sure that it's from people or sources that have already accomplished what it is that you desire to accomplish. Okay, that's very important. But you're going to be fine. Okay, you're going to be just fine. And I know that. And I hope you know that too. Especially once you are thinking back on all the things that you've already gone through, that you brought yourself out of with the help of your support system, whether you believe in God. I believe in God. So I do pray. That is where I get my source of energy and my guidance by Spirit, Holy Spirit. But whatever resource that you decide to tap into, that is your business. I do not judge. But yeah, whatever resource that you decide to lean on, that is what I encourage you to do. In addition to just believing in yourself, in addition to taking those steps to talk nice to yourself, being intentional with the things that you do, the things that you say, how you're spending your time. All of these things collectively, you utilizing as a tool to get through this dark time, is going to pay off. And once you get through on the other side, you're going to deserve it. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be great. It's going to be probably more than you could have imagined. The great thing about, like, when you think about finding the positive in the moments of adversity, the great thing about that is that what you can do is you could use your mind. You could think about whatever it is that you want to think about, that brings you to a happy place. Your mind is so incredible because you can create whatever beautiful scenario that you want to create in your mind to just give hope outside of the darkness that seems like it's never ending. So giving yourself that hope by using your mind is also a great way to utilize all of your resources to get through to the other side. And so I love you. I really do, bestie. And thank you for coming here and just knowing that you can come to me as a resource, because I can pour into you all day long. I want to see you do good. I want to see you be great. I want you to remember that you are great. And I just want to just see you do well. So, bestie, thank you for coming to me. And like I said before, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you found anything encouraging from this video, and drop a comment below about maybe your situation that you're going through so that other people can see that they're not alone. And also don't forget to smash the subscribe button. That way you can always see all of my other content. So I love you. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.